Good morning, Freedom Friends. It's Bea with Life Done Free. You know, we talk so much about community and we get so many things from community. One thing I get is motivation. You want to see how Yoda motivates me? Come check it out. Okay, so I am going to just ladle the cream off of the top of this. Get every bit of cream that I can from these bowls and put them together. It's real important to separate the cream from the milk because you want to be able to form butter, and the more liquid that's in there, the harder it will be to do that. One thing I did notice in ladling is that the more surface area that there is, the easier it is to skim the cream off of the top. That's why it was really important to get it out of the gallon jar, because when you pour it, the cream comes out, but so does the milk. And so this way you can just get the cream. So I'm going to get all the cream I can, and then I will pour the milk back into the jug so that it's easy for pouring into cereal or milk or whatever, or for Tag's milk or whatever. And then I will make the butter and separate that from the buttermilk, and then I will use those separately. My plan is to make buttermilk pancakes and then use the butter from this milk to put on the buttermilk pancakes. That'll be a special treat for us. As you can see here in the background, there are dishes. That is something that we always have here. I have chosen not to have a dishwasher in this house. We are trying to get back to basics, trying to do everything that I can to live a good life. Tag is a hard worker and he provides for us, but it's my job to preserve the wealth that comes in. You know, we talk about front side money and back side money, and making a dollar stretch for me and our house is how I help with the backside money. Doing what we can to provide for ourselves, try to be ungovernable, I guess. Everything that we can do ourselves, we don't have to have somebody else do for us. So, Tag likes cherries, and so you'll see later on in the day I go ahead and I make him his cherry cobbler. And because of his love for cherries, we've planted a lot of cherry trees. If I can grow the cherries, and that's just one more step into being self-sufficient and doing for ourselves. And also, you just, with inflation going on and the supply chain, and you hear, horror stories of, butter costing so much money. Walmart right now is $4.50 where I'm at, and, you could save a few dollars if you go to Sam's Club, but you have to buy, I think it's 4 pounds, just to get it a little bit cheaper. So here I have milk, and from this milk I get butter, and then I get buttermilk, and then I also get drinking milk that really, if it would be hard to tell the difference between a gallon of store-bought milk and a gallon of fresh milk that has had the cream, skimmed off of it. So we drink a lot of milk here. Not we, Tag drinks a lot of milk here. And when I had this milk, I poured it in his glass and put his chocolate sauce in there, and he didn't say anything. I don't know if he even noticed, but You know, typically if it's off, he would tell me. So as you can see here, the butter starts to form along the edges of the bowl, and that's exactly what we want. You'll be able to see the buttermilk separate from the butter, and here I just need to scrape it off and put it in a bowl and put the buttermilk into its own bowl. We have fresh buttermilk, and so here you see I'm trying to well, here the butter is already made. It took all day for the process. The key to making your own butter is the temperature. It should be above 60 degrees. And so the actual milk needs to be above 60 degrees, or the cream, I'm sorry, needs to be above 60 degrees in order for the butter to break from the buttermilk and to separate. So that's what this is here. This is the actual butter. And some people would take this butter and rinse it off to get all of the buttermilk off. And I probably would do that if I was going to store it a long time, but we are going to eat this butter this week. So I'm going to just put it in a container, and we'll divvy out of it when we go to use it. So here shortly you will see that I am going to be using a cookbook from back in the day. I've had my entire adult life, and it's a very simple, easy to use recipe that if you try it, I'm sure you would like it too. What do you got on there?
Cherries.
Where'd you get the cherries?
From you.
This husband. There's a black line going through this. This is half of the 5 pounds of cherries. I had to pit them with my cherry pitter and seeds. So, hoping maybe I can get a tree, maybe? I'm gonna try. Stay tuned. All right, folks. We are here in the kitchen, and I have got the cherries. This was half of the 5 pounds. I got everything pitted, and then this is half of them. I put the other half in the freezer for another time. I am going to tag some cobbler. I am using this cookbook here from, it was a Christmas present from my mom. It's the Campbell's soup. The Campbell's employees' recipes. So these are different people submitted their recipes, and this is them. So I'll show you real quick. I am doing the pie crust. Nope. Where is it? Right here. Cobbler fruit pie. So this is what I'm doing, and I will get everything out and touch back. Okay, first thing is to take a stick of butter and melt it. So I'm going to take the butter, bring it over to my oven. Oven is at 225, and I could get this. This is my temperature control. So this is low and high, which then lifts that flap at the bottom. So I'll turn it up and get my butter melting. You know, I am super happy to be able to make this for Tag. You know, he spoils me all the time. And for those of you who know us personally know that I am without a doubt spoiled. So I love him so very much, and he is absolutely deserving. And I would not be doing any of this if it weren't for him. And I am super happy and thankful to have him. And his wish is my command. Don't let, he's not going to listen to this, because he is a great guy, and he is so deserving of cherry cobbler and much more, actually. And I am super happy to make it for him. So here it goes. Melted butter, step 1. Step 2. Combine milk, sugar, and flour in a bowl.
So it's a pretty simple recipe. Not a lot to it. There's the cherry cobbler, and I know Tag is going to be ecstatic when he gets this, later this evening. So just snip clip real quick. There's the recipe one more time for you guys, and hope you enjoyed it. Be out.
I brought you something special.
Oh, thank you, baby. Cherry cobbler and ice cream. Yeah, that's pretty nice of you. How did I get to be so lucky?
In bed.
Cherry cobbler.